All right, what's up you guys? Welcome to the video. We're trying a new protein powder today, and I'm sure you've probably seen it before. You probably got a promotion for it or something. And we're gonna be talking about Gainful. So, Gainful protein is basically like a personalized type of protein powder, basically specific for you. So, for instance, Crystal and I may have separate goals. So for right now.
So they asked you a bunch of different questions online. You answer it to the best of your abilities, like what's your lifestyle like, what's your work style like, what are your goals specifically. For me, I put to get a little more lean, to stay
satiated.
Satiated, full, and so I'm excited to kind of see what this tastes like. What's really cool about it is that they gave you 2 bags of just strict protein. So I didn't realize this until we opened it, but it's just strict protein, and then you have to add the flavoring to it.
So what you'll end up getting is basically 2 packs, like Crystal said. It's personalized in the sense that you get to pick the flavor as well, which was very new to us because, I mean, obviously when you go out and buy protein, it's already pre-flavored, everything's already pre-mixed. In this case, for me, I picked 4 different flavors in my particular box. And the reason we went with this too is because they're holding like a 50% discount promotional thing going on for the summer. And I can tag that link down below so you guys can check it out too. So the 4 flavors that I purchased with this box is Madagascar vanilla, chocolate peanut butter, rich cocoa, and strawberry and cream. So with those 4 flavors, you're gonna mix within the protein. As for price, it was around $23 for the 50% off. Again, if you refer somebody, I think you receive another 50% off there as well. So, I mean, relatively cheap in terms of, 2 decently sized bags of protein.
Another cool thing about this product is that they actually give you your own dietitian that you can kind of speak to, I guess. You can email back and forth, and your own dietitian that actually created this protein supplement for you. So
it's a pretty intuitive website and app that they provided. So I'm actually pretty surprised and pretty impressed with that. So each of these contain 14 servings per container. Okay, so Crystal and my bag is about the same servings per container. However, I decided to pick a little bit different macronutrients. But for Crystal, she's gonna read off her macronutrients that she got.
So for just the bag, my calories are actually 120 calories. Total fat is 1.5 grams of fat, 1 gram total carbohydrate, and then I also got 24 grams of protein. So that's actually pretty dang good. You don't see a lot of proteins with 1 gram carb.
Right, which is perfect for fat loss. You're looking for a little bit less calorie protein powder. Something that's gonna keep her satiated and recover, which is the high protein. Another thing that you kind of have to take into account is the fact that each of these flavor packets are gonna actually have calories in them. So depending on which flavor you get, I know some of them can vary in terms of the calories, but typically you'll see 8 to 10 calories per packet, 7 packets within each box, 2 grams of carbs per packet. And I believe that is the same for mine as well. In terms of my calories, so I decided to go a little bit different. I tried to get a little bit more muscle gain as well as a little bit more lean bulk, a little bit more muscle gain as well as recovery. So you're gonna see a little bit more carbs in mine. So mine has 120 calories as well. It only has 1 gram of fat, 4 grams of carbs, and 22 grams of protein. And with the sugars, it only has 2 grams, so pretty low on sugar. And then as for the micronutrients, it has a little bit of vitamin D, calcium, iron, potassium. Nothing too crazy. You'll see anywhere from 5 to 12% of your daily value in terms of those micronutrients listed in here. In terms of the flavors for me, for Crystal, she got the cookies and cream, rich cocoa, vanilla, and strawberry cream. For this review particularly, we're gonna go only into the rich cocoa because I feel like that's a pretty standard flavor that everyone's pretty much gonna try. We may go and do a couple of mini reviews on our TikTok and our Instagram reel of some of the other flavors that we try. But for this review, we just wanted to stick to basically just the chocolate. So right now, I'm gonna show you exactly what comes inside of the box. All right, so upon getting the box, you can see that the cover is pretty nice. It's clean. It has a nice little quote on there saying, scientific studies show people are better at working out, are more confident. This comes with a little booklet with recipes, a couple of other pieces as well, a nutrition schedule, and a list of the different flavors, as well as 2 packets of protein. And it's even got my name on it, which is pretty cool. Like we said before, very clean, very, kind of like modern, contemporary looking. So it has a couple of pictures of like energy. Those are the flavors. So that's strawberry cream, that's the rich cocoa, and then of course the chocolate peanut butter, and then lastly the Madagascar vanilla. So they basically just come in like little packs. It kind of looks like a cigarette box, honestly. But there's basically just like little packs that just come in each little box. But yeah, overall just very, very clean, very, very nice.
All right, so we're gonna go straight into the initial taste. I'm very excited, so we'll see how this turns out.
And what did you mix this with again?
Water, we just mixed it with water. So it's not too bad. Tastes like your basic chocolate protein. I mean, it's not bad at all. It's not super thick, it's a little watery. I only put 6 ounces of water in here. It says it actually recommends 8 ounces of ice cold water, but I only put in 6. It's still a little bit watery for me. It kind of tastes like chocolate milk, I think. But all in all, it tastes isn't too bad. As far as like the other flavors, I'm not quite sure.
On a scale of 1 to 5.
Give about a 2, 3.
2 or 3. That's pretty low.
Yeah, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Because I've had better tasting proteins. So this isn't bad. It's just not the best.
All right, so going through both of the bags, I also noticed that in terms of the type of protein that they have, the Crystals actually has a concentrate, an isolate, and a casein protein, which is a heavier digestive, slower digestive protein in there. Mine doesn't have that, so mine only has whey protein isolate and whey protein concentrate, and it has some extra organic tapioca and oat powder in there. So you'll see a couple of different ingredients in there. Right now, I'm gonna try Crystals, and then up next, we're gonna go through and try mine. So this is my initial tasting of the rich cocoa. I would have to agree with Crystal. It's very, it's not super potent in terms of the flavor. It's almost kind of watery. It's almost as if like you're standing in a room and like someone from the other bedroom is like calling out rich cocoa from the very back of the bed, like the room, like it's just like kind of like a faint flavor, like almost like sparkling water where it has the flavors. It's not bad, but if I had to compare it to something, it would be more so like almost like you didn't put enough teaspoons of like Nesquik inside of like a cup of milk or something like that. Again, not bad. I don't think it's too terrible in terms of its taste. I just wish it was a little bit more potent. So that's my review. If I had to give it a rank, I would probably have to give it like a 2.5 out of 5. So I'm not super crazy about it, but there are better tasting rich cocoa flavors for me. All right, so up next, we're gonna go ahead and try mine. So yeah, a little bit less protein, a little bit more higher carb. I tried putting in a little bit less liquid in here just to see if I can get more of that potent taste. This also does say to only mix with ice cold milk or plant-based milk. It really doesn't say to mix with water, so that might be another reason why it might not taste as potent, but we're just gonna go ahead and try it anyways. I prefer my protein with milk just so that way I don't get any extra liquid calories. I like to eat my calories, so just personal preference, but let's go ahead and give this a shot. Wow, okay, now that's a lot different. Not what I was expecting. I feel like actually Crystals tasted a little bit more potent and a little bit more better. I don't know if potent's the right word, but a little bit more chocolatey than mine. Still very liquidy. So actually Crystals is a little bit more thicker than mine just because I don't have that casein protein in there. But all in all, I'd probably rank it maybe like a 2 out of 5.
Well, after Adam's review, now I'm kind of nervous. So I guess we'll just give it a shot, see what happens. Yeah, that's a whole lot worse than what mine was. But like, I can see it be good with milk. Like you put milk in here, it'd be great. for our purposes, we just like to use water. But I'd probably give this again a 2 out of 5 as well. It's a little disappointing, but I think if we can mix it in a certain way and figure out a better way to kind of get the taste in, I think that'd be a very good option for this.
Also, maybe mixing like in some fruits or some yogurt.
Yeah, making a shake from it would be pretty good as well. So like getting just a blender, making a shake, like an ice cream shake. I could see that. But with water, it's probably not my go-to. I've had a lot of better tasting proteins with water. So.
All right. So all in all, it's really kind of disappointing a little bit just because, a lot of the flavors were really what we were expecting. But I do like the usability of the website. I like the personalization of the website. In terms of the normal pricing, so if you were to go through with a membership of this, you're running up about $50 per month in terms of the membership, and you're really only receiving about 28 servings of this protein, which is pretty expensive. Typically, you'll see proteins anywhere from about $30 to $40 if you're picking up a tub at like Vitamin Shop, HEB, GNC. Typically, like most of the proteins we purchase, they're around like $33. So that in that aspect, that's a little disappointing for me. I do like that it's personalized, but really, are you seeing a lot of personalization in terms of the macronutrients and things like that? I don't really think so. I mean, you got to think about it. It's protein, yeah, but at the end of the day, like, are those 3 grams of carbs or that extra 2 grams of protein really going to make a huge difference in terms of the personalization aspect of this subscription-based product? And the thing is with Gainful as well is that they're not just protein based, they have other products as well. So they have like their pre-workouts, some creatine. The creatine's also a little expensive as well. I think
they also have like a hydration thing too. So endurance runners, if you need any sort of supplemental hydration, that's also
right.
A good route to go.
Electrolytes, sodium based products such as but anyways, I mean, I really like the personalization aspect. Like I said, I like the box. I like how it has your name on there. It's very, pretty.
They make it seem like it's yours.
It's yours, and it's personalized, and I like that a lot. I think this is great for beginners in terms of, getting something a little bit more personalized. But for me, hey, I don't really see like a huge difference in terms of like the calories. Crystal picked weight loss. I picked weight gain. There really wasn't a whole lot of different calories in there.
But I think too, though, if this is new and this is something that you want to try, I think you should go for it. Try it. I mean, heck, you can use the protein to make desserts. You can use protein to make healthier foods, healthier pancakes, just to make it a little bit of a higher protein.
Yeah, you can add that protein to anything, really. If you just don't like drinking it on its own. And then, like we said, like if you want to try it with milk or soy milk or whatever milk you want to do, like that's fine too. That'll add that extra calories for you if you were trying to put on some weight too, or some of the lower fat milks as well. I'm sure it'll be better with that too. But yeah, overall, it wasn't something that I can see myself like repurchasing again. I do like the typical, and the thing is like I like the typical just pre-flavored proteins rather than having to like do a scoop here and then carrying the packs with me here and doing a dual flavor in there. Yeah. And then who's to say like if I want 2 scoops of protein, do I put 2 sticks in there and will that make it taste better?
Doesn't really say.
So yeah, but each pack is directly equivalent to 1 scoop. So you got 28 packs, 7 individual packs with 4 different types of flavors, 28 servings total. So 1 and 1. So if you do 2 scoops, I mean, you're gonna have to use 2 packs. So you also have to take that into account, especially if you're a bigger person trying to add more calories in. That might hit into, being a little bit more expensive because you gotta get it twice per month rather than just once per month. But yeah, I mean, I think all in all, if I had to rank the whole experience and the whole thing all together, I'd probably rank it maybe like a 3 out of 5. Like I said, I just don't see the big change in terms of like the calories and the personalization. I mean, it's protein powder, the variations in terms of the amount of calories it is per carb and protein. I mean, it's not enough for me to say, hey, you know what, this is really personalized, this is really for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and I agree. I would probably give it about a 3 out of 5 as well, just because of the whole, they tried to personalize it concept and it looked very nice. And
yeah.
but again, like having to scoop it, having to tear off the flavoring and put the flavoring in and then make sure you get all the flavoring, it's kind of a hassle. So
Yeah, first world problems.
oh yeah, seriously.
Right.
Or you can just get a scoop and
Just go.
toss it in
You
there
got it.
and throw it back.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, those things, I mean, this little things, but yeah, I mean, it makes a difference, you know? Yeah, I think price point could be a little bit lower for me too. But all in all, you know what? Hey, it's a pretty clean product. Yeah, again, we'll link the description, the link down below, so that way you can give it a shot for that 50% off. You can also use my code. Again, if you use my code, I'll get 50% off, but I don't know if I'll end up renewing the subscription, but you can go ahead and give it a shot.
One thing too, if you do it, it is a subscription, so just be very mindful of that. So if you don't like it and you end up not canceling it, they're gonna charge you again and it's gonna come back. So just be mindful of that. Save the email whenever you get it. If you like it, by all means, continue the subscription.
Yeah.
If you don't, by all means, up to you. I don't know.
Yeah, and we'll go through some of the other flavors as well. We'll link some of the Instagram Reels as well as the TikTok mini reviews of those flavors as well. So make sure you stay up to date to that. All of that's going to be in the description box below, as well as our personalized Instagram and Facebooks. So make sure you follow us there. Let us know what you think of our review. Let us know what else we should review next. And yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, guys. We're posting pretty much weekly, so check out our other videos down below as well. And yeah, we appreciate you guys for tuning in, and yeah, thanks a lot.